Some months ago, the world was saddened to learn of the death of the singer, as he was simply known. So well known was he that it might seem a desecration even to name him, as if to limit one whose artistry was without limits, who did far more than sing, for he defined for many people the very art of singing.
So famous was he that whole cities sprang into being, just so they might give him their keys. His rich tenor voice settled at least one international dispute. The leading statesmen on both sides, recalling his melodies, took to humming them while deliberating around the conference table. Gradually, just see the power of suggestion. The rhythmic nodding of their heads became rhythmic nods of agreement.
Well, you have probably guessed that we're not entirely serious in telling you this story. The fact is, we can't exactly believe it ourselves.
Often, since hearing it, we've reflected that reality is, after all, a strange mix of cloudy and clear skies. One may live for years believing something, then find it suddenly taking on a different line. Quality. As if what was becomes unexpectedly what merely might have been.
And what is becomes cloaked in questions like, well, but is it really, or is it not really?
Is it only a seeming?
Could it both be and not be?
And perhaps, after all, it neither is.
Nor isn't.
As for the singer, everyone surely knows how great he was in the world of music. How many know, however, the secret of his greatness? How many of you listening will believe it's even true?
And what will your reaction be as you listen? Will you, like so many in these prosaic times, confuse dry facts with reality?
For the story conceals a mystery, a gay one to be sure, full of laughter as well as wonder, but it needs cracking like a walnut for its meat to be relished.
The tale had its beginning in the heart of a deep forest and in the heart of night. We heard it while traveling in the Schwarzwald, the Black Forest in Germany, where, as we were to learn, the singer had been born, and where for many years he had been a town favorite before the world claimed him as its own.
What first caught our interest was a poster announcing that the singer would give a concert that evening. Its featured number was to be a song titled Melody on A.
A melody on one note? A novel feature indeed.
Obviously, they must have meant melody in A. Although the prospect of a tuneless melody might add a light and humorous touch to the evening.
Ah, but you are mistaken. The announcement meant exactly what it said.
But, well, I mean to say, a whole song on only one note.
Ah, but consider the quality of that one note.
Aren't all notes more or less alike, except, or so one hopes, in pitch? What other special virtues could they possess?
The note of A, as our singer sings it, is a wonder of the age. To be ignorant of his A is not to know one of the great mysteries of music.
Are you saying there aren't other notes he sings quite as well?
Almost, but not quite. Not at least after what those little creatures, those little friends of our community did for him.
Little friends?
Oh, you know. Come now. Surely you don't want us to go through the whole threadbare tale.
Or do you?
Indeed we do, if there is a tale.
Evidently, you have mistaken us for townspeople. Probably, tourists seldom visit this remote place.
Quite right, quite right.
Still, we keep our local lore alive. In the absence of outsiders, we simply tell the story again and again to one another.
But now, fate has brought us you.
And that, my friends, is how we heard this remarkable tale.
As for its credibility, we'll let you judge it for yourselves.
The singer was a popular favorite in our town for many years before the world claimed him for its own. After every concert, people would leave in silence.
Although the ladies eager to display their capacity for feeling, would sob ostentatiously to themselves, while we men, as embarrassed by our emotions as the ladies were proud of theirs, would mutter gruffly with downcast eyes, "Not bad, not bad."
Everyone agreed that our town was rarely fortunate to have such a wonderful artist in our midst. The mayor would chide the singer, "You should learn to sing less beautifully. Otherwise, we'll be forced to hire additional cleaning women to mop up the tears afterward. You wouldn't want to put your town to that expense now, would you?"
That was as close as our mayor ever came to wholehearted approval. Unqualified approbation, after all, would have been unseemly in one who depends on his nose for civic problems.
There was one song in the singer's repertoire called Song of the Nightingale. As our singer rendered it, we thought it the most beautiful song that had ever been written.
Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach my heart to impart everywhere your delight. Sing of moon rays on the rain, sing that love's not in vain. Every grief, every wrong has its ending in song. Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach all men how to spin clouds of gloom into light. Without silence, what is song? Without night, where is dawn? Were it not for men's woes, who would smile at a rose? Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Let each tone silence groan, earth and heaven unite. Morning laughter, evening tears, snow and blossoms all fade. Joy must sing in the night to face change unafraid. Nightingale, nightingale, nightingale.
After every concert, we found ourselves gazing with new delight on the world around us. The flowers, as we returned to our homes, seemed as if laughing and romping with affectionate gaiety, like little children. The trees appeared to be waving and nodding with gentle humor. The animals, the birds, other people all seemed endowed with a new warmth, a new beauty. The many expressions of life appeared, despite their outward dissimilarities, to be true and loving, kinsmen all.
Often, the most fragile things in life are the most delicate. They invite caresses which may inadvertently crush them. Adulation to a famous person can be like many admiring hands on a delicate vase.
In time, the singer became helplessly captive to people's praise. The danger grew that they might eventually crush him with their favor.
After several years of almost weekly concerts, we began to notice something happening to our singer's voice. Some small change taking place. Line? And then it happened. Whew. Even today, I shudder to think of that occasion.
Teach my heart to impart Teach my heart to impart Teach my heart to impart.
A professor who knew all about such matters whispered to the people around him that the mistreated note was the note of A.
A? 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 Went the whisper across the hall. What was the matter with the note of A? Confused questions and answers arose from the non-musical and the musical. No one, however, came even close to guessing the real problem.
For once, we left the concert hall early.
At first, after 2 or 3 concerts were scheduled, then canceled because the singer couldn't yet hit the note of A on key, the truth slowly dawned on the poor man. His voice needed tuning. Has anyone ever heard of a voice tuner? Try as he may, the singer could find none. After several painful attempts with the town's piano tuner failed, the singer gave up hope of ever singing again and announced his intention of retiring.
To put a brave face on the announcement, he gave a great party for everyone who had ever come to hear him sing.
Since that number included everybody in town, including the town barber, who usually only likes to listen to himself speak, the party was indeed an event. Every shop and restaurant stripped of salespeople, doormen, busboys, waiters, and cooks, to say nothing of customers, had to close their doors for the evening.
The guests all came dressed in black to show their sorrow. At first, as you can imagine, it was a gloomy affair. Conversation took place only in whispers, and anyone so indelicate as to laugh, or worse still, to tell a joke, drew frowns of stern disapproval from all sides.
The singer, however, had wanted everyone to be gay, so they'd think back on the many years of enjoyment he'd given them, and not brood on their present loss. Therefore, he's hired a lively band. And to its music, the general sorrow slowly evaporated and was replaced by a dancing mood.
Time now for that traditional favorite of ours, invitation to the dance. Men on this side, women over there. I love a little girl. I love a little girl. I love a little girl. Where can she be? My dainty little girl. My dainty little girl. My dainty little girl. Come closer to me.
I'm so dainty that I'm faintly, oh so faintly terrified. What will happen if I haven't? You can stand by your
I will dance, my little girl. We'll dance, my little girl. We'll dance, my little girl. Come dancing with me.
It was like a strange dream to see them all whirling and cavorting about, dressed in black. Only the singer was unable to shake off his sorrow in the thought that he would never sing again. Half-heartedly playing the role of host, he attempted a smile to anyone who would look at him, which few did, or to make a funny remark to anyone who would listen, which even fewer did. They were having such a good time.
At last he gave up hope and, hugging the wall, crept slowly to the door. Opening it, he slipped quietly out onto the terrace.
It was dark outside, dark and lonely. The wind blew the French door shut with a thud, and the confusion within sank to a dull, distant murmur. The light through the glass door penetrated only timidly to the end of the terrace and was lost completely in the great chamber of night beyond.
A faint redolence came from the forest at the foot of the lawn, soothing the night air. Everything was very still. An elm tree by the terrace then rustled softly, as if whispering secrets to its nearby neighbors. A dead leaf, detached by the faint breeze, brushed lightly against the singer's face as it descended to earth in search of rest.
An inexpressible sadness crept over the poor man. In the forest, he heard a nightingale sing. A poignant reminder, it seemed, that the one gift he had had to offer the world was now dead in him.
Why are you weeping, singer?
Why, it's the nightingale. You can speak?
All birds can speak. Few men, however, can hear.
Then, friend, you understand my sorrow.
Do you think I don't know? I was there, I and many other birds, the evening of your misfortune. Since then we have longed to reach you. Alas, sorrow had not yet opened your heart. Inwardly you rebelled against your misfortune. Now perhaps you have accepted it, and your heart has softened, for you can hear me speak.
Then, friend, you understand my grief. Indeed, I have lost all hope.
Don't say that, dear singer. It is with hope that you are reaching out even now to touch the night. Were it otherwise, you might hear my words, but still fail to understand. Dear singer, won't you come with me? We may be able to help you, I and the other birds. We are all waiting for you.
I love a little girl. I love a little girl.
Won't you come? Let us at least try to help you.
Hey, look, there's the singer.
Will you come?
Aren't you dancing tonight?
Everyone's wondering where you disappeared to.
Yes, I'll come.
I say,
Come back.
where are you going?
Another group is forming for the
Wouldn't you
wall.
like to watch?
I love a little girl.
Into the depths of darkness he followed his guide.
Leaves covered the moon. Branches covered the moon, and it almost blotted out the night sky. He had to put his hands out before him to guide his footsteps. There was only the sound of the nightingale's voice to lead him onward.
The farther they went, the darker it became.
Soon, large trees crowded out the moonlight altogether. The forest lane rose like aisles in a great cathedral, their luminosity functioning in place of stained glass windows. Silence fell upon the darkness like night, like mist upon a river. The singer had no wish to disturb the peace by asking questions.
Be prepared. We are approaching.
Sing of joy through the night. Teach my heart
Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach all men how to spin clouds of gloom into light. Without silence, what is song? Without light, where is dawn? Were it not for man's woes, who would smile at a rose? Nightingale, nightingale, We welcome you, O singer.
This is our queen. She too is a nightingale, though there are many other kinds of birds at this gathering.
Long have we awaited your coming. It was our custom to listen to you from outside your window as you practiced. And when you gave your wonderful concerts, your songs floated out to us like heavenly music, thrilling the night air. We came here afterward and sang your songs, for we love them all. But our favorite has always been Song of the Nightingale.
Song of the Nightingale is like a poem set to music.
Song of the Nightingale is a poem set to music. Ignoramus.
What's wrong with crows? Why must they forever be writing songs about nightingales?
There, dear. I like your merry cause.
What is this assembly?
Once each month, the birds of the forest gather here to sing and to tune their faulty notes. For even we must have our voices tuned from time to time. Not all of us can sing well. Indeed, not all of us can sing at all. All of us come here, however, at least in the hope of learning.
Caw, caw. You must sing for us tonight, singer. We've just sung for you.
That warbird can't sing a note. She only attends these meetings, she says, to make fun of us. You should hear her boast afterwards about her musical contributions to the gathering.
One evening, as we were listening to you from outside the concert hall, we were inexpressibly dismayed to hear your note of A go flat. A few measures later, you returned to it, and still it was flat. Afterward, as the audience spread, muttering into the dark streets, we rose in kindred sorrow and flew back to our nests, heavy-hearted. Ah, singer, what sadness has filled the forest since that evening?
Madam, we must think positively. Never give up, never give up. That's the motto of us Jays. Dismay, sorrow, sadness. With suggestions like these, our singer may find his B or even his G going flat as well.
Oh, no, he must be made to know our sympathy. Otherwise, how will we be able to help him?
Ah, true. Ah, singer, how greatly you men misjudge us birds. Because we are simple wrens and sparrows, you think us incapable of feeling.
And so, even human beings acknowledge that their judgment is blind.
Justice is blind. The quotation refers to an abstraction, not to mankind.
Men hear only echoes of their own thoughts.
Ah, if men only knew.
Indeed, Protagoras himself said, man is the measure of all things.
He is right. And if men know nothing of our feelings, how are they to be measured?
It may be questioned in that case whether birds' feelings even exist.
When in disgrace, with fortune in men's eyes. Shakespeare, Sonnet 29.
Oh, how sorrowful is our lot. Ah, me.
Caw. I'm happy enough.
Barbarian!
Once my heart was full to overflowing with sorrow, I sang to express my grief.
A young couple was just then walking on the pathway beneath me. They had lost a child, and the woman wept while the man tried to console her. I sang in kindred sympathy. They thought I was singing for joy. Listen, the man said, there is a nightingale singing. Joy has not left this world. Let us be grateful that at least this much joy lingers in it. And as they walked on, they forgot their sorrow for a time.
Man may be the measure of all things, but does he measure accurately?
It is our high destiny by martyring ourselves to bring joy to others.
Oh, what joy! Quack! Quack! That is why we hold these monthly meetings, so that we can keep our voices quack beautiful and inspiring, so we can uplift the world.
Our mission is a lofty and holy one.
But we've come here to help our great singer. You have forgotten all about him. Singer, for weeks we have longed to help you. At first, we thought our help could surely not measure up to that which you could receive from the skilled voice tuners in the town. But as time went on, and still your note of A was flat, we began to hope that we might, after all, be able to help you. One of us was always posted outside the window of your home in the hope of reaching out to you and inviting you to our conclave. Though human beings rarely understand the language of birds, still, we hoped our love would reach out to you and open your heart. Ah, singer, I hope by our simple method that we may effect a cure. Let the ceremony commence. fly when my heart sings. Lightly I fly when I live in laughter. Lightly I fly when my heart sings. Fling to the ground every heavy burden. Now I can soar up above the clouds. Fling to the ground every heavy burden. Now I can soar up above the clouds. Lightly I fly when I live in laughter. Lightly I fly when my heart sings. Lightly I fly when I live in laughter. Lightly I fly when my heart sings. Fling to the ground every heavy burden. Now I can soar up above the clouds. Fling to the ground every heavy burden. Now I can soar up above the clouds. Lightly I fly when I live in laughter. Lightly I fly when my heart sings. Lightly I fly when I live in laughter. Lightly I fly when my heart sings. Birds, who will cure the singer tonight?
I believe I am best suited for the task.
State your reasons. Belief, any scholar will inform you, is not the equivalent of knowledge.
I grant that the credit belongs not to me personally, but to nature for giving me such a glorious voice. But one moment. Didn't Keats write an ode to us nightingales for the beauty of our song?
Singest of summer in full-throated ease.
Has been. Can't you produce any evidence that isn't over 100 years old?
Of course. That is to say,
I shall cure him.
You?
I.
But you can sing only one note.
True. But that note, that one note, happens to be the note of A.
Bah! Since when have monotones been allowed to perform at these gatherings?
We must make way for new developments. We must be progressive.
Yes, but heavens, not progressively worse.
I, for one, have only contempt for the tradition-bound dogmatist.
But you can't sing even that one note well.
This is the answer progressive thought always receives. I'm used to it. I never seriously expect anything else. Some birds are tradition-bound, others too flighty.
All of you, my wife has an important announcement to make. Go on, dear.
Well, I
What she wants to say is that she feels I should be the one to cure the singer.
Did ever cure proceed from such a disease?
But to be fair, everyone should get a turn. What about us crows? We never get chosen to sing.
Oh, we'll give you a chance. We'll give you a chance, all right, to sing a dirge the next time some cat dies.
I like your soothing croaks.
I think I should be the one to cure our great singer. I was there outside the hall every evening that he sang in concert. It was I who remained to cheer him up after he had lost the note of A. Who is it that faithfully, loyally, has gone to perch outside his window every night, patiently waiting for the time when we could invite him to come here? Always it has been I. I alone have been faithful. Always it has been I.
Caw! Too bad you aren't as faithful to his melodies. You're about as lost in the land of music as I.
I can cure him. I can cure him.
Silence! I
shall be the one to cure him.
I was hoping that one of our true singers would attempt the cure. Even that Nightingale who offered is still a beginner. Alas, modesty has kept the rest of you silent. Do you birds really think that presumption can take the place of talent? What have you been endeavoring to accomplish? Do you want to see our singer cured? Or do you want to be able to crow to the world that you were the one who cured him? The secret of heavenly music, such as we have been accustomed to hear from our great singer, is self-forgetfulness. The song alone must be real. How can those of you who think so devoutly of yourselves imagine that you could teach one who for many years has known the true heart of song?
Even as she compliments me, the queen shames me. Am I so very different from these vain, silly birds, so eager to vaunt their talents? Am I not too wrapped up in myself, in my fame, in the praises of men? The heart of song. I have forgotten that song even has a heart.
Our cure singer is a simple one. It is based on imitation. First, I will sing. Then I will ask you to sing. I dare not hope too much, but perhaps, dear singer, once you hear A sung correctly, you will remember and be able to sing it once more in all its former glory. Listen, listen, whispering within your soul, hints of laughter, hints of joy, sweet songs of sadness, of quenchless yearning for the light, for my love, your true home. Long your heart has played the dancer, long you've toyed with merest shadows, the treasures left behind you, deep in your soul. Long you've plumbed the dark for answers, long you've begged from beggars' empty hands, gifts of life they too were seeking, gifts none could share. Friend, how long will you wander? Friend, as long as you seek your home in a land where all are strangers, love locks her door. Leave to the weak his craven life, to the coward leave his dreaming. Oh, my saint, wake up, reclaim the light, seek the truth behind all seeming. Leave to the weak his craven life, to the coward leave his dreaming. Oh, my saint, wake up, reclaim the light, seek the truth behind all seeming. Turn, turn, turn within, in silence of song, of love, find my abode. Listen, of sadness, of quenchless yearning for the light, for my love, your true home. Lord, I long to see thee.
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 Lord, I long to see.
Lord, I long to see. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see thee. Lord, I long to see.
Singer, please sing for us.
Come here while I sing you of emerald hills, of valleys and meadows so fair, that all who have seen them have carried away memories in their hearts, friends, like the lilacs of May. Oh, my song is the story of the lilacs of May. My song is the story of deer on the hills, of larks that soar seeking the sun, of nightingales lifting the curtain of night, as with music they bring down heaven's blessing of light. Oh, my song is the story of God's blessing of light. Come join me in singing of that emerald isle, of flowers that like jewels besprinkle the lea, of waterfalls eager to embrace the white sea, as we with our Maker united would be, as we with our Maker reunited would be. Come here while I sing you of emerald hills, of valleys and meadows so fair, that all who have seen them have carried away memories in their hearts, friends, like the lilacs of May. Oh, my song is the story of the lilacs of May. How can I ever thank you?
No, it's we rather who should be thanking you. For now we and countless others will have the happiness of hearing your angelic voice again. Thank you for coming and for letting us help you.
Thank you.
Nightingale, Nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach my heart to impart everywhere your delight.
Where he dwells, the earth in gladness puts forth sweet herbs shading trees. Where he dwells, the earth in gladness puts forth sweet herbs shading trees. Gay streams bound through summer meadows, fragrance blows on every breeze. Gay streams bound through summer meadows, fragrance blows on every breeze. They with happiness are blessed, who the Lord have made their guest, who the Lord hath made their guest. Where he dwells,
The singer was asked to sing Song of the Nightingale more times than he could possibly have counted. Many other songs he sang also, all of them movingly.
The guests did not leave until the sun had risen high in the sky the following morning, in stern reminder of their daily duties.
Since then, the singer's renown has spread throughout the whole world. His note of A was now so outstandingly beautiful that one composer even wrote a song for him, all on one note. For many years, that song has been known simply as Melody on A.
Although a few people lately, influenced by the same doubt that has troubled you, my friends, have suggested that we give it a different name, even simpler: peace.
In spite of the singer's popularity, however, he never thereafter forgot the lesson he'd learned in the forest. And he remembered always that the true secret of music was, he never forgot the lesson he'd learned in the forest. And although he became very, very popular, he remembered always what he had learned in the forest. For now he knew that the flatness of his A had been symptomatic of a sinking inside.
His heart had learned to soar. It had regrown its wings of song. No longer was it the heart of a man. It was the heart of music, of laughter, of love, for that eternal wonder and beauty in life, for that eternal mystery out of which true songs are born.
Peace gave us the mountains. Peace gave us the sky. Nightly when starlight enfolds us, peace is its lullaby. Amen. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome day and fresh labors begun. Amen. Peace gave us the seasons. Peace gave us the rain. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe away pain. Peace gave us our heart's love. Peace gave us our smiles. Praise of thy presence within us. Light that all strife reconciles.
Please join us.
Amen.
Our director, Asha. And the author, Swamiji.